right, who's got the biggest penis in the WWE?
I think that's how that should be the cold open, actually.
I think it's Batista. Welcome back to Midwest Midcard. My name is Carlos.
My name is Brennan. Welcome back to episode 13.
This is episode 13. If you're listening to us on YouTube, thank you for doing that. Make sure you obliterate that subscribe button and leave us a review on Spotify and everything else. 5-star everywhere.
5-star.
Anyway, how's your day, man?
Good, bro. Chilling.
May the 4th. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you're a fucking nerd.
May the 4th be with you.
But also, may the 4th be with you.
This is Cody Rhodes' favorite holiday, bro. May the 4th be with you.
Whatever. Anyway, but it's Saturday now when you're watching this or listening to it. Or it's maybe a different day. It's maybe in the future. Maybe we are long gone. We died, and this is like the only remainder of the human race.
Thing that we ever did.
Yeah, maybe. And but Cinco de Mayo also happened. So happy Cinco de Mayo if you are a person that celebrates that. For the record, Mexicans don't celebrate that. But
really?
Yes, really.
What is it?
I'll give you a history lesson. So it's the Battle of Puebla, which was a pretty important battle. But it
happened on May 5th.
Yes, it happened on May 5th. So the Battle of Puebla is a battle, of course. It was essentially Puebla against the French.
All right.
And it was during the second French intervention in Mexico. So, I mean, I don't really even know what to say about it. It wasn't like this huge deal. It's just, around the time of like the revolution. I think it was a little bit after, if I'm not mistaken. It was a pretty big victory. It was pretty important. But it wasn't like that. That means it really doesn't mean much to people in Mexico. However, I'll say this: Hispanic people in the U.S. have started using it as almost like a Hispanic Heritage Day.
Okay,
and that's cool with me. And of course, any excuse for Mexican restaurants to make more money, and for people to have an excuse to drink, I guess that's fine too.
Yep, it's an advertisement.
So it is what it is. Most holidays in the U.S. are about drinking. At the end of the day.
Yep.
So if you celebrated that, then I guess congratulations. I don't know. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you. Another I don't know, man. We're
just out here, bro. So what do you think of the draft? Give it a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it a solid 5. Okay.
That's where I'm at. A fucking 5. Because let me tell you what. It's not time for me to really just go off on the WWE right now. It's not the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys really dropped the ball on this draft. Like, what the fuck? You said everybody was eligible, and then you're just gonna draft teams? Like,
I don't really care about the teams too much. The problem that I had is the free agent thing. To me, that doesn't really make much sense. Like, what was even the point? Also, like, if you could technically negotiate a free agent deal, why wouldn't just everyone be a free agent? What is even the point of the draft?
Exactly. Like, why? There's never been free agents before in the draft, in any other history of the draft that they've had.
Yeah, and if anything, you should make free agents the people that like essentially like they don't get drafted because they like no brand wants them.
Yeah,
and then they can fight for a spot.
Exactly,
which they did with Heath Slater a few years ago. Whenever they did the draft in like 2016. So that option appears to exist. And then you could make it like, hey, like, this guy's fighting for a spot in the roster, or they're like showing up, and then you can utilize like those like job guys. And if you can use them in both shows, and then if they need them here, then they're here. Then if they're there. And guess what? Then eventually they can be like, hey, you know what, Akira Tozawa, we really like you, so we want to offer you a Raw contract, and then you can stick around.
Absolutely. Or you know what really fucking grinded my gears about this draft? Took Cody Rhodes away from the opportunity to be able to beat Roman Reigns. They didn't let him finish his story, unless there's some fucking clause in all this bullshit.
Probably not.
Why would they do that?
I'm surprised. I figured this would be like a bigger story amongst the marks in online, Twitter.
They haven't even talked about it, really.
I think a lot of people are just like, I don't know. I don't think people have given up on like Cody beating Roman. I think that's still a thing very much. And I think Cody's still ultra popular, which is something that I come here every week and I remind you. However, the stakes are much different now.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows if he's going to get the chance? Who knows?
Now he has an opportunity to win the world heavyweight title.
Right. And but he still
needs to beat Roman.
I understand that, but he made it a point to be like, hey, I this is not about the world heavyweight title. And if it becomes about the world heavyweight title, that's pretty cheap. And I wouldn't like that.
No.
And I think it would be stupid. I think Cody would be a good champion.
Absolutely.
But this is not for him to have.
It's not.
No, he has a plan. He has a journey. And it's just unfinished business.
It's a little weird right now. It's weird times right now because you're not really seeing Roman in there. He's just calling Paul Heyman every time Paul Heyman gets a chance to speak on a mic.
Right.
And why put I get it. Make him face Brock. I understand. He's got to get through Brock to get to Roman, but I just am not really a fan of what they did, honestly.
Right. And we have some Raw and SmackDown picks. This doesn't have. We were trying to find it before we started. Essentially, so this is only from May 1st. So maybe we dropped the ball. But I know that the number one draft pick was, of course, Roman Reigns. Expected, of course.
Should have made him a free agent since he's holding both companies' titles.
Right. And of course the free agents, Brock Lesnar, Omos, our
bum ass Corbin.
Come Tuesday, what's his name? I forgot his name. My man from NXT, Von Wagner. I forgot. He is also a free agent, so we're gonna see him on Raw and SmackDown. So if you're excited for Come Tuesday, then Come Tuesday is coming to. It's coming to both brands.
The Rock's Hollywood theme.
So for Raw, we got Cody, we got Becky, we got Imperium, which I'm very excited about to see on Raw. Matt Riddle, Drew, The Miz, Shinsuke Nakamura, Indy Hartwell, Apollo Crews, and then we got some less important people.
After Zoe Stark, it starts with day 2, so that's Rhea Ripley,
Seth Rollins, Kevin, Sammy,
Judgment Day,
Liv. Now, okay, so here's another silly thing about the draft. Why even draft the Judgment Day and Rhea separately if you're just going to put them on the same brand?
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with the Bloodline and the Usos. They all ended up in the same brand anyway, so what was even the point?
Just for, oh man, are they going to go somewhere else?
But then you just didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
The other important story that I guess came out, kind of, the New Day got drafted without Big E. So, Big E's of course not active and hasn't been active for, I guess, over a year at this point, right?
Thanks, guy that broke Biggie's neck.
From the Brawling Brutes.
Freaking loser.
What is his name? Today we just don't know anybody's name.
No.
We'll figure it out. It'll come up. SmackDown. Okay, it's also something big to point out. People like Johnny Gargano got drafted after the show, not during the show, which also some people complain about.
I didn't really like that, honestly.
I think he definitely deserves better.
I'm a fan of Joey Gargano.
But he also hasn't been featured on the show too much. So.
I know.
It's interesting.
Both rosters are really, really big. So, you can't, I know you can't fit everybody in one night, but, switch it up, man.
Mm-hmm. Bloodline to SmackDown, of course. Roman, Solo, and Paul, which I already mentioned, got drafted without the Usos, but then the Usos went to SmackDown anyway.
Yeah.
Bianca, the Street Profits, Edge, Bobby Lashley, the OC, which AJ Styles is back. Also, they just were like, okay, the LC's here. It's like,
no,
AJ Styles just fucking came back.
And nobody really popped for AJ. That really hurt my feelings.
I know, but also I think it didn't register because he just came out with the OC. He didn't come out to they don't want none. They
Yeah.
don't. So that kind of, you know, he also was kind of just awkwardly like written off because he just kind of got hurt, and then it was like, all right, he's gone.
That dude's a legend, bro. He deserved a bigger pop than that.
Yeah, and he's gonna be doing the faction thing, which to me seems like they're building towards that. There's a lot of little factions here and there.
Yeah.
Damage Control is still together. I think they're on the brink of breaking up.
I really believe so. Yeah.
We got the NXT tag team champions, women's tag team champions, Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn, which are fucking killing it on NXT. By the way, if you didn't watch NXT this week, they hit their nasty finish move, which I'm gonna pull up for you right now.
Let's do it.
Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn finisher. So it was like a think of a Sister Abigail or from Bray Wyatt.
All right.
And then like I don't even know how to explain it. You'll just have to see it. We just have to wait for this. YouTube has ads, okay? I don't pay for YouTube Premium. I'm broke.
Forgot it.
I'm a broke ass. Doesn't pay for YouTube Premium. But if you have the money to do it, you should definitely do it because watching ads
Blows.
sucks. Yeah, I hate it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty attractive ladies. Oh, this is not the match. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties here. I pulled up the wrong video. Sorry, guys. More ads. Anyway, it was a good finish, by the way.
All right. I'm watching.
All right, so here it is. Here's the setup. Look at this. Damn!
Yeah, that's sick.
It's nasty.
That's good teamwork, man.
Yeah, you love to see it. Yeah, suicide dive to the outside. Let's go.
And they got drafted to WWE.
Yes, so they're all on the main roster. Every girl in the ring actually got drafted.
Hell yeah.
Both Isla Dawn, Alba Fyre, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance. So we got 2 new women's tag teams in the roster.
Bet.
Love to see it. This was a hell of a match, by the way. If you didn't watch it, go back to watch it. If you have a Hulu, you can watch it on Hulu. Watch NXT or Peacock, of course.
Austin Theory, Charlotte Flair, the Usos, the Losers World Order. We got Asuka, LA Knight, bro. LA Knight, did you see his move?
Hell yeah.
Where he jumped up on the top rope and
My
then
man
suplex?
has hops.
Bro, that dude is talented. I was sleeping on LA Knight.
Yeah.
That dude's a beast.
He's great. Pretty Deadly, another tag team from NXT. I'm really excited about Kit.
I was going to say, you were happy
Elton.
about these guys.
They're fucking great, man. They're awesome. And Grayson Waller, another like I think he was the very last pick in the draft from NXT. He is fantastic. That dude has been ready for a while. I think he could have used another year of NXT to like polish his like skills to like be perfect. But he's fantastic. He's great. He had a mini feud with Johnny Gargano, and they also let him have a feud with AJ Styles. So they trust him a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, they're putting all their eggs in this basket for sure.
Let's go. Anytime you can get in a story with AJ Styles, you're doing something right.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. Free agents: Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Von Wagner, Omos, and MVP were not selected. So they are all free agents.
Wait a second.
What?
Where was Alexa Bliss and Logan Paul at?
Interesting.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so I mean, Bray Wyatt's been missing for quite some time.
Yeah, where the fuck are you, Bray?
We're still looking for him. Alexa Bliss, pretty big omission. She's got a huge following, I would say, in the women's roster.
Where's she at, bro?
Yeah, she's just been missing.
And Logan Paul, where the fuck are you? We were just supporting you over Dwayne.
For sure.
And now you ain't even in the draft, dog?
Yeah, I guess he's just not in the roster, I guess. I would just say he's a free agent. Anyway, these changes are going to take place after Backlash, which we will talk about also.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler's also a free agent?
Yes.
Former Big Gold, dog?
So, which roster are you more excited about?
SmackDown got a pretty good one.
SmackDown's been pretty solid.
But you got Cody and Seth on one roster too, man. I mean, those two. I mean, it's pretty good. You also got Sammy and Kevin on Raw.
Mm-hmm. I think the
Anytime you get not Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns on a roster, that's the dominant roster.
yeah. Do you think Roman is crippling the roster a little bit?
Yes,
By being kind of part-time.
he's a part-timer right
Which
now.
this is not a knock on Roman. I think anybody that could get this kind of schedule would just get it. Honestly.
Yeah, but I think what the crowd wants is like a champion that's gonna be there to represent every show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he needs to. People pay to see him.
Yeah.
So people, when they go to shows, they're like, "Oh, hopefully Roman's gonna be here. Like, that's who I want to see." You know what I mean? So, just kind of disappointing whenever he doesn't show up on an episode. I mean, because he would just make the episode like that much more watched.
For sure. No, I mean, I feel you. He's super important for the roster in general. So not having him every week hurts, but in a way, if you think about it, if you go back to like the days of like Hulk Hogan, he wasn't on there in like every live show. He did like sometimes like the promos and like the pre-tapes, but whenever Hogan came out, it was special.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what makes Roman special is that he is not there always, which it's a double-edged sword, you know.
So like when you do get to see him, it's for a special occasion.
For sure.
See, that's why I think John Cena is the greatest of all time, because he was there full time in it, dog.
Yeah.
Champion, every show.
And
no matter what show he was on, he was there representing the company to the fullest.
Yeah, and these, to be honest, these part-time deals or appearances that people have, it's a pretty new concept. Brock,
They're just like load managing, bro.
well, Brock kind of started it, I would say, and then Taker kind of fell into that. There's other people that I'm not like Goldberg, of course, had like a deal like this. Roman's is pretty unique though, because he is there for he probably be there for Money in the Bank. He's there for SummerSlam. He's there for Survivor Series. He was there honestly quite often last year, just to show up to be there for the Sammy story.
You think he's going to be there at Night of Champions?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah,
he is the champion.
Well, yes, of course, but also I think he's gonna be his 1,000 days are on the night of Champions.
Wow,
if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So I don't think that was done by accident.
That's pretty cool though.
Or maybe it was, and then they realized, and they're like, "Oh shit,
he's got to keep it till then."
Because before then, the show was King and Queen of the Ring before they changed it to Night of Champions.
Okay.
So there's that. That's pretty. I guess that's something to remember.
Yeah, true that.
I'm also excited for the SmackDown roster. The Raw roster will have to step it up, and whenever they have to kind of crumble, or not crumble, but kind of like work, like, you know, on the spot, it's whenever good things come out. So we'll see. Raw might be good. Raw also has 3 hours.
Night of Champions is going to be a pretty good pay-per-view. I know we got Backlash coming up, but I'm excited to see who the WWE is going to crown
as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's obviously going to be vacant until then.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think they're going to do the match? Do you think it's going to be like a 4-way or like a Money in the Bank type deal? Or
No, I assume they'll probably do like a mini tournament.
like a tournament? Okay.
Probably 8 people. And then just single elimination.
Yeah.
So something that New Japan does that I really like is the G1. The G1 is a tournament that has, I think, 20 competitors.
Okay.
It might be 15.
Yeah.
So there's Group A, Group B. Group A, Group A and Group B, everyone faces each other at least once, and then you get points. A win is 3 points. If you lose, I think you lose 1 point. If I think submission and pinfall are different points, if I'm not mistaken. And then disqualification. Disqualification, I think you lose points. And whenever you lose, you don't get any points. Disqualification, I think you lose points. And then if you win by disqualification, you get 1 point, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then whoever has the most points accumulated, the winner of each group faces each other. And then whoever wins from that match goes on to Wrestle Kingdom, which is their big WrestleMania show, essentially,
all right,
on January 4th. And then they face the IWGP
Okay.
World Champion. So
That's not a bad idea.
I love tournaments, but they have to be executed well. TNA used to do the Bound for Glory series, which was a similar kind of concept. There was a year where Samoa Joe would go in and just get disqualified.
Bro, every time.
So,
Literally.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So, so there's that, of course. So, I mean, I would be down to see like a mini tournament of some sort. I like a good tournament.
Yeah, man.
As long as they
Absolutely.
don't make it like, oh, it's Cody Rhodes against fucking, I don't fucking know who's a jobber. Cody Rhodes versus
Fucking Rey Mysterio.
no, very serious. Well,
We love you, Ray. We just dog on you, bro.
no, like it's like you put like, oh, Cody Rhodes versus fucking
Kerry Morton.
Madcap Moss, Riddick Moss.
Oh,
It's like,
Jesus.
who's
no.
gonna win? Of course, like Cody's gonna win. So you can't make it obvious. Like if you make like a round one match like Cody versus Seth,
Oh,
it's like, oh, who's gonna win that one?
that's big time,
You
bro.
know.
Yeah.
I think there's ways to make it interesting for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And not make it obvious like who's gonna win. Like you put like Gunther in there. Yeah, he's on Raw, man. So, but
Yeah.
I think he's all about the IC title though.
But yeah, man, draft out of scale of 1 to 10. I'm going like a 5.5, 5.
Pretty weak.
It was weak.
We'll see what happens.
You have free agents. Cody didn't make it to fucking SmackDown, which obviously, but like, I'm just really disappointed in how that storyline all played out.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah.
Well, anyway, so
Moving on.
so draft started on SmackDown, of course. So there was still a show on SmackDown, not only the draft.
Yeah.
Sammy and KO had a match against the Usos for the titles. It was the rematch from WrestleMania, of course. And it was a fantastic match again.
They lost again, bro.
These people are incapable of having a bad match. The Usos lost, of course. Solo was going to like interfere and help him win, but Riddle stopped him, which Riddle has been stepping it up, man.
Listen, I'll be honest. I don't think Solo was there to help the Usos.
You think he was there to not help him?
I'm serious.
Or do you think he was acting like he was going to help them and then not help them?
No, I really do, because backstage segment with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman was giving him the eye, like, tonight is the night, he said.
Yeah.
And he looked at Solo, and Solo was like, fucking with his thumb, as he always does.
Yeah.
I felt it. I really did, man. And then when Riddle came out and interfered, I think that was like a last-second call.
Yeah, you think so?
Because I feel like really he was about to turn on him, man. I even told Emily, I was like, this is the night.
This is it.
This is it.
There's been times, the only time that I was right about a prediction was the night that The Miz cashed in. I had a feeling he was going to cash in that night for some reason.
And he did.
And he did.
Nice.
It was the night that John Cena retired.
Oh.
What a weird.
But yeah, that's how my prediction for how the bloodline ends is obviously Solo is going to turn on them.
I think I don't know. I don't know because
I feel like they're jealous of Solo right now.
Solo. I mean, we've talked about Solo before. He is poised to be the guy, of course.
Absolutely.
So we will see, but I don't know. We'll see. Of course, the Usos probably got a nice whipping whenever they got home.
Yeah, by their daddy. Yeah,
from their tribal chief.
Yeah, seriously though. But KO and Sami Zayn are on a totally different brand than them now, so they can't really face for the titles.
And that's another thing. They're the unified champions. They're the undisputed champions. So I assume that SmackDown's gonna have their own tag team titles.
I don't know how the WWE is going to work with this.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that they would have. To me, splitting the titles to me was never like a good idea. Of course, like I mentioned before, with the world titles. So there's just no easy way to go about it. It's like, we're gonna have a match, but I only won one of the titles.
Yeah,
it's like that seems silly, right?
I know. Like how are they gonna go about this?
So they just have to unify them, like just turn them to one title. Of course, one championship reign, one title instead of two titles, and then make a new tag team title, which hopefully they find a new design that's not as shitty. Yeah. Of course.
I kind of like the red and blues though.
You do?
I mean, I can't say that I don't. The leather's a little thick on them, but like, yeah. I don't hate them.
I hate those titles, man. They're ugly. I miss it. The Usos without them is so weird. Definitely.
Oh, it is. It's like
still like throwing me off.
it's like you got an iPod with no songs on it, bro. It's just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is the point of this shit?
It's weird for sure. We got Selena beat Sonya Deville. So she's got some momentum going into Backlash. And then Rhea tried to flex on her, but she got the upper hand. So Backlash is coming out, of course, on Puerto Rico, and Selena is Puerto Rican. Is she going to beat Rhea Ripley? Probably not, because she is part of the LWO. And then AJ, I already talked about this, but AJ Styles is back with the OC. Gallows and Anderson were just kind of chilling in the back for the past few months until AJ came back. Which, that's the ultimate finesser, man. Gallows and Anderson, they showed up. AJ got injured, and they were like, I'm just going to go hang out in catering until you come back.
we're out.
Yeah.
I can't really stand Gallows. This is what I see.
Festus. For the audio listeners, he's making a Festus face right now. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, you were supposed to.
I drooled a little bit.
Where are you supposed to go into character?
Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, shouts out to Jesse and Festus.
R.I.P. Jesse, bro.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Are you sure?
Slam Master J.
I thought he was dead.
You are tripping. Slam Master J. Ray Gordy. Bro, he is more alive than ever. Yeah, he's not dead. What are you talking about? Jesse is alive. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Hey, Ray Gordy, if you were listening to this.
My bad, dog.
I'm really sorry, man. He's alive.
My bad, dog.
Yeah, he's alive. He retired from professional wrestling. I mean, does that mean a police officer? Man, never mind. He might as well be dead. I guess Ray Gordy died. You got it. He's a police officer in Atlanta. Oh my god.
What the fuck, Ray Gordy?
Bruh.
You buster.
Time to get your CDL, bruh.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Anyway, fuck the police.
We got one thing to say about AEW. Actually, you know what? We got two things to say about AEW because I got something that I want to mention.
Well, we can touch on that, but let's. My outline is all over the place. Let's touch on Raw a little bit. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and touch on this AEW shit.
We'll just cut it right down the middle, bro.
Sure. So, let me pull this up first. This is from Tony Khan himself, the boss of AEW. So, this is a tweet, of course. The tweet says, "Thanks to our great fans, only 32 hours into the pre-sale for hashtag AEW All In London, we already sold 43,000 tickets for over 4.5 million euros, which is about $5.7 million before general on sale has even begun. With more great seats going on sale soon. Let's celebrate on Wednesday night. Hashtag AEW Dynamite tonight." So, first of all, big props.
You did better than we expected.
That is a fantastic number.
And that's just the first night, bro, right?
I think it's only on one night.
That's fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
Because they only have 90,000 seats in the whole building?
Only. You're saying only. That's a pretty big fucking number.
Yeah. But, bro.
That's almost half of it.
That's badass.
Yeah.
They might sell out.
They might do
They'll
it.
get close.
They might
What do you
do
think
it.
their number tops at? I bet it goes like... See, first night they got 43,000.
That's already pretty high. It's just hard to estimate.
Let me give it like 84K.
84K. I'm gonna stick to like 65.
65.
I think 65 is like pushing it. But and like I'm not making excuses for AEW. This is a big fucking deal. Okay, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
However, this is their first show in London, so
Big shit's gonna pop off and
that's
all
really
in, bro.
all I have to say.
CM Punk's gonna return. He's gonna face Goldberg.
Yeah, no way. I mean, and listen, they already sold this much without announcing one match. This is a pretty big deal. This is definitely a big deal. So they already won. You know,
They did
this already a huge win for AEW.
for sure.
Tony's been on one ever since he sold this much. He's been shitting on some people online, but that's regular Tony.
Scroll
Khan.
up, bro.
What? Oh, your
Keep
boy
going.
right here. Oh, I was gonna say Christopher Daniels or Samoa Joe. Athena versus Angelica Risk. Or Angelica versus Commander.
Nope, that's not.
Ring of Honor. Anyway.
Never mind.
Yeah, don't look at Tony Khan's Twitter feed. There's nothing good there.
Nah.
Pretty big fucking deal, though.
Pretty
AEW
cool.
London.
Shout out to them, man. Also, AEW, I saw MJF. Did you see what his elbow pad said?
What? Fuck you?
They said, I love Sammy.
Ah, nice. Sammy Guevara.
What the fuck?
He is an idiot, dude.
Sammy, you fucking suck, dude. I can wrestle better than you.
So let me just point this out real quick. They announced last week they were doing the tag team match, Sammy and MJF versus Darby Allin and Jungle Boy. I didn't have to watch the match. I legitimately have no idea what the result is, but I know what the result is. Obviously, Jungle Boy and Darby won, and it's obviously going to be a fatal four-way or four-way, whatever they call it in AEW.
The foursome.
Now, I have such an issue with this because throughout, and I mentioned this on Twitter. I was adding my boy Chase Oliver. Shout out to Chase Oliver if you're listening to this. So I said that the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Usos story from Mania, like we knew that it was gonna end up with the tag team match at WrestleMania, but all the twists and turns and everything made you believe that maybe that wasn't what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
That always seemed to be the plan anyway, but they made you believe that something else was gonna happen. Maybe Jey Uso was gonna, do something. Even when he acted like he was not going to turn on Sammy, and then he did, I still believed him. We all did.
Bro, I was hurt.
Right. So all I'm saying is that there can be a predictable outcome, but you can find a way to make it
suspenseful,
to make it more fun at least.
Yeah.
This whole Pillars thing, it was always going to be a fatal four-way, and they did absolutely nothing to make you believe that it wasn't.
They were just kind of like,
they were just dragging their feet, essentially.
Let's do this and let's do this and let's do this, but at the same time, we're
Nothing
still
changed.
cooking the same exact thing.
Yes. So the outcome never changed, and that does bother me. And this is not like a WWE is better than AEW. This was just handled poorly, and especially with the amount of time that they have between pay-per-views,
Yeah.
they're able to make a story breathe and like extend it. But I guess that with MJF, they're pretty much already done the whole like, oh, you can't fight me. You have to fight all these people first. They did it with Jericho. They did it with CM Punk. They did it with Warlow.
Yep.
Like all these obstacles to get to him, like that's been done like a few different times. So like he can't do that anymore. They have to find a way to make MJF less like always have to be like, oh, you have to do all these on this obstacle course before facing me. Like find a different way to make it personal. The story with even with Bryan Danielson, it was the same thing. It's like before you face me, you have to defeat all these people. You have to do all this.
And I need to talk to your mentor, Christopher Daniels.
Which by the way, Christopher Daniels.
What the fuck?
Anyway, but yeah, big props to AEW for the All In show.
Absolutely.
I think it's gonna be a fun show as long as it's not like a 7-hour marathon that they do.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun show.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're definitely gonna tune in for that.
Let's jump back into Raw. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. So Brock came out looking like a cowboy as ever, and he said, blah, 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 I am a cowboy. And Cody says, I'm not a cowboy, but I am. And then Pierce was like, Brock, you need to stop doing this. You are a piece of shit. And then
basically
he was like, well, if you want to stop me, you got to bring some guys. And then he brought out like 7 AEW.
He's like, you think
members.
It's gonna take enough of them? You think you need more of them guys? There's enough of them guys right there ain't gonna stop me, brother.
So,
then he bought out the money.
They send out the AEW Dark roster to stop him. They send out
SmackDown Dark.
After that, they send another batch of future AEW signees,
and then they sent out the whole entire TNA roster to try to stop him.
Right. So then after they did that, Brock was like about to kick everyone's ass, and then you heard wrestling has more than one royal family.
Adrenaline in my soul.
And then Brock was like, what?
What the fuck is he?
And then Cody came out and he fucking popped him.
Bro, Brock sold the hell out of that pop.
People forget that Brock can sell, man, because he's a
big dude, old
big
guy.
boy, but my man can sell.
Selling.
If you never watch, which I think I'm just gonna say this is one of my favorite matches. Top 2 I would say. If not, top 2, top 3. Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan from Survivor Series.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Incredible match, and Brock is like selling the hell out of like all of his offense. And I mean, Daniel Bryan is not a big boy, but I mean he making it look like it hurts. So
Bro, he did when he was landing those
the
German suplexes, bro.
Well, and even that like the whenever Daniel Bryan at some point like is like stomping on his face. He's stomping on his face. Brock had like a footprint on his face.
Yeah, bro, literally, yeah.
So,
hell of a match. Was that at WrestleMania?
that was a Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, okay.
Yeah, that was their only match. These two are wrestling soulmates. Daniel Bryan, he's got a lot of people. He's got a lot of good matches. He's almost incapable of having a bad match. But him and Brock was perfect. It was perfect. It was almost as good as his matches with CM Punk. His match with MJF was incredible.
Phenomenal, bro.
But the match with Brock is something special. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Go watch. It's not very long either. It's probably 8 to 10 minutes. So the LWO loses again, of course. Today I'm repping them because Cinco de Mayo. But
And that's your culture,
let me
right?
see that mic.
All right, I got you, though.
Are you fucking kidding me? This shit again? Losing every week. When's the last time LWO won a match? Never. They've never won a fucking match. They suck. They're ass. Why am I even wearing this? Why did I spend my money on this? You're a disappointment to all Latinos. Eddie Guerrero is spinning in his grave right now. I'm sick of it. Get it the fuck together, Ray. All of your jobbing is rubbing off on the rest of them. There you go. So mad. It's bullshit.
Bro, they've lost every fucking time, dude.
Every time.
And I honestly had faith that they were going to win the last time that they were out there. Why?
Yeah,
You guys just fucking let me
Judgment
down.
Day, mixed tag match. Awful. And here's the worst part. There is not a. I just don't see Selena beating Rhea.
At all.
If she beats her, then I'll eat my hat. Maybe next week I'll be here eating my hat.
If what's her name?
Selena Vega.
See, I don't even know her name because she loses so much.
Well, that's a little disrespectful
Yeah,
to
it is.
Selena.
I'm sorry, Selena.
If
If you beat Rhea, I'll eat a can
okay,
live.
all right. Well, if she wins, we're gonna look real stupid. And then the only other thing from Raw was Seth Rollins versus Solo Sikoa.
Had a lot of potential to be a very, very, very good match.
Absolutely, but it ended in disqualification.
The fucking Usos.
The bloodline gets involved again.
They get involved in every fucking match. Ooh, and that's why Roman has kept his title for so long. Roman's a dog, but he only wins because he has interference every fucking match.
Yeah.
When's the last time he won a match without any help?
It's been that's been a while.
Years.
The last time he won without interference, probably when he beat Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know.
Was he still the big dog then? I think he was still the big dog.
You think? No, okay. I guess there was no interference when he beat Finn as the demon. I have no idea. I would have to fact check that somehow.
Yeah, man. Y'all need to leave people alone.
The Usos need to stay home.
Stay home. I thought you guys were fucking banned from Canada, but here we fucking are.
Yeah,
dude.
I thought you guys weren't allowed in Canada. What the fuck? Man, oh man.
Let's get to it, player. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna take this title right here, cuz.
So, the title will be on the line. The predictions title. It's been vacant for quite some time after.
Shout out to Logan for winning
won
it,
it.
but you had to be stripped because we the ones.
Because we booked the show.
That's right, Logan.
And we said, that's not going to work for me, brother. Yeah, just put it back on.
Oh.
You're ruining my set.
Bro, this is our set.
He's fixing this right now. All right. So, we got some Backlash predictions, of course. WWE Backlash from Puerto Rico. We got, it's not a huge card, but we can go down it. and then we can decide who we want to win everything.
Let's get it.
And I'm actually not ready for this, so let me I'll make sure to make I guess I can just I'll notate this, and then I will also put this on our Twitter. So if you don't follow us on Twitter, please do at Midwest Midcard, and we are at Midwest Midcard on every single social media. I think maybe LinkedIn. If you want to go on LinkedIn, go there. Look up Midwest Midcard, and we are there.
We are there.
Backlash from Puerto Rico. We got, let's see. We got the United States Championship. We got Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed versus Roberto Lashley. Who do you got? What do you think? Let's break this down, man. There is absolutely no way. So I could actually see Bronson Reed winning this.
Honestly, that's who I was gonna pick.
You think so?
I was gonna pick Bronson Reed.
Are you pretty confident about this one?
I feel pretty good.
Okay. I don't know. I can see it. I can see Lashley winning too, though.
I don't think Austin Theory is gonna win.
He might pull a fast one on us, man. Austin Theory did end up on SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, what you could do? Go back to our outline.
What?
And then scroll down.
Yeah.
And then you can put our picks.
Oh, I mean, we'll notate this. Don't worry. Don't even worry about that. I mean, I'll have the record of it somehow. I don't know if you know, but this is recorded and then put online.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, you thought we were just doing this for
Damn,
fun?
dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't sign any waivers.
So you say Bronson Reed, final pick?
Final answer, Bronson Reed.
You know what? I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley. Let's just call Bobby Lashley, and then let's see what happens. We might not even.
He's won the U.S. title before,
He has at least twice.
That's what I thought.
United States Championship. It's gonna be a fun match.
Yes.
I love a good three-way. If you know what I mean. But also, 3-man matches.
You can't
great.
see my eyebrows, but they're jumping right now.
3-man matches, 3 women matches. They're some of my favorite. It's all my favorite, you know. We got the match that has very little to no build. Maybe like one attack from Seth Rollins to Omos. We got Seth Rollins to Omos versus Omos. So, what do you think?
Seth Rollins.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't keep catching L's.
He can't.
But Omos also just lost to Brock
At WrestleMania, but
so if you respect that 50-50 booking, so he might just drop MVP, but then that seems counterproductive because I feel like everyone drops MVP.
so what's probably going to happen
the manager.
Yeah, he's not a good manager. Seth Rollins is going to beat him, and then Omos is going to get pissed off, and he's going to attack MVP, and then they're going to do a storyline between MVP and Omos.
I guess. And then maybe Lashley and Omos or Lashley and MVP get back together. Who knows? And maybe the Hurt Business comes back.
Ooh.
Who the hell knows? I'm going to say, you pick Seth, right? I'm just going to pick Omos. I think that he's going to beat Seth. I think
right.
Seth can take the L.
Bet. Let's get it.
We got our next match. It's Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega from the LWO SmackDown Women's Championship. Rhea did go to Raw, so
she did.
I guess that's something to point out. It's
weird that she's on Raw
and she's the SmackDown.
And she's the SmackDown champion. Like, what the fuck kind of WCW booking ass bullshit is this?
So you can look at it this 2 ways. You could either say, "Hey, Bianca's going to SmackDown, Rhea's going to Raw, so maybe they're both gonna lose their titles." Or you could say, hey, maybe they're just going to change the names of the titles. Or maybe they do what they did a few years ago and then just swap the titles. But that shit was lame.
They did that?
They did that with Becky and Charlotte. They were like, yeah, it was lame.
What the fuck?
That was pretty fucking lame. So.
Yeah, Rhea's taking this one home, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say Rhea too, honestly. I just don't see Zelina winning. I would love for her to win. I think that she's, it's about them time for her to get some respect, for the LWO to get some respect, man. If not, then I'm going to have to burn this shirt.
Yeah, you are.
But if Zelina wins, I'm going to have to eat my hat, so I guess that'll be pretty tough. We got, let's skip over that one. We got, let's just see Bianca Belair versus Io Sky from the Damage Control for the Raw Women's Championship. I think this is going to be a dark horse for match of the night.
It's going to be a banger, honestly.
It's going to be great. Io Sky is like Rey Mysterio, and Bianca is like John Cena. So imagine Rey Mysterio and John Cena having a match against each other. And then they actually did for the WWE Championship, and John Cena won.
Ray held the WWE title for literally like what, an hour, I think.
Probably for like 45 minutes. Or
Yeah,
so.
bro.
Yeah,
man. Bianca taking this one home for sure.
You think Bianca?
Yeah.
I just don't see. I don't see Io beating Bianca. They could do the shock win, but then like, what does that do to the dynamic of Damage Control, which I think is on pretty thin ice already.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Bailey hasn't turned on those girls already.
Or vice versa. I'm surprised that Io and Dakota haven't turned on.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
On her. I'm gonna say Bianca too. I just, it's hard for me to be like, hey, Io's gonna win. That's just it just doesn't seem realistic. And I'm sorry, I love Io Sky. She's fantastic, but I just don't see it.
Nope.
Then we got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus and Matt Riddle versus the Usos and Solo Sikoa, so the Bloodline. 3-on-3 match. Very little stakes. It's just kind of like, hey, this is our last match against each other, essentially.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a fun match.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But
who you got?
I think this one's tough too. The Usos could use the win.
They really could.
They
need to please their tribal chief.
They have been down in the dumps. I think Sami, KO, and Riddle get the W and put the Bloodline down once and for all.
Yeah,
and they win a battle against the Bloodline. I'm not gonna say they win the war because this is far from
over. Yeah,
but I think that this is gonna be Sami, KO, and Riddle.
Yeah.
You think so too?
Yeah, Sami, KO, and Riddle. Yeah, but I don't know. Like in my loins, I feel like the Usos could win and just be like, look, we did it, tribal chief. Like,
yeah,
we took him down.
But then he could come back and say, well, you beat him, but what about those fucking titles?
Yeah, exactly. You're not winners until you have the titles around your waist.
And that ride home is gonna be sad.
Bro, the Usos are gonna have black eyes. Tribal chief bitch smacking them, bro.
And then we got which I would consider one of the first main events, Bad Bunny, international superstar, versus Damian Priest from the Judgment Day. San Juan Street Fight.
San Juan Street Fight. Mi casa. Bad Bunny's catching his dub.
You think so?
All the way.
I think it would be fun if Priest beats him.
Bro, that'd be fucked up.
I think it'll be a fun match. I want to see what they do because Bad Bunny's willing to do some shit. So
you think Bad Bunny's gonna get split open?
He's going through a table for sure.
Nah, they can't bleed.
I mean, he could bleed unintentionally.
Bro, Bad Bunny's going through like 4 tables.
They're gonna build a scaffolding thing, and
shout out to Bad Bunny, bro, for doing all this shit, man.
I think he'll go through a table. I can definitely see it, man. And you know what? And obviously, full props to Bad Bunny. Today, I was telling my sisters, I was like, "Oh, by the way, Bad Bunny's having a match this Saturday," and they're like, "What? Bad Bunny?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, he's having a match. I don't know how else to explain this. He's a wrestler.
He's literally a wrestler. When you pre-order 2K23, you get Bad Bunny.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm yet to use Bad Bunny though. Have you used him?
Really? I have used him on my faction. I have him as a card.
Okay.
So I have used him. He is a high flyer, if I'm not mistaken. So his moveset is a little wonky.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of using high flyers in the game. Honestly, I like using Santos Escobar because he's got like some moves and then he's got some high flying moves.
I remember he kicked my ass with fucking Shanky.
Shanky is a giant.
Dude's humongous.
To
the main event, bro.
I didn't make my prediction.
I don't care. I know he was gonna win.
I'm gonna say Bad Bunny too, honestly.
Yeah.
So, but the real main event, Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
You think so?
Cody needs this.
Cody needs this, but I can also see like
them building on the Cody
it's like taking a loss again. But there's only so many times he's gonna be able to lose before people are just like, he's just a loser.
And I really think WrestleMania is like.
He hasn't lost that much though.
No,
he realistically has not lost that much.
I know, but his losses are big because he's not supposed to be losing.
I know.
Now.
So these losses carry a lot of weight. Losing to he could essentially lose. I mean, he could beat The Miz 5 times, and it's still not gonna make a difference versus losing to Brock once.
Nope.
So it's super, super important for him to beat Brock. But there is a very real possibility that Brock beats him.
There is.
So I wouldn't count that out. This is not like a... It seems really easy to call. It's like, oh, Cody's going to win. But maybe it's not as it's not that simple. But I mean, you can stick with your Cody pick if you want.
You got to.
Just for the sake of the argument, I'm going to say Brock Lesnar's going to beat Cody. That's not what I want to see. But I'm going to pick Brock Lesnar on this one. And we'll see what happens. Of course, the predictions title is on the line. So that's why I got to take a risk on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And listen, Brock Lesnar could win any match at any point.
Brock Lesnar could go in there and beat Roman for the titles and nobody would really bat an eye.
No. He could be the one to beat Roman. And they're going to run that match back again. I mean, I think that's also a very real possibility.
Sometime down the line, absolutely, yeah.
They do Brock and Roman again. So, who the hell knows, man? But that's Backlash. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. I'm happy that we have kind of moved on from Mania. You can still feel Mania in the
It's
in
there
the air,
still, man. It really is.
Lingering around with their grubby little fingers. But we have, it's time to move on from Mania.
It is.
And the draft is going to definitely make it feel, hopefully, a little bit fresher and, all that stuff. So what do you got for me, man? You're making a face right now. What?
I'll be back.
Okay. So quick intermission.
Before we get started, I just want to say how excited I am.
About what?
To go to SummerSlam this summer.
Yes, August 5th.
It's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't watch the previous episodes, we're going to SummerSlam, so
fuck yeah,
it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I can record a few things. Maybe one thing, maybe nothing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Excited to get to see Cody wrestle, Roman.
Hopefully, shit.
We're gonna see some big dogs, man. It's gonna be a fucking awesome pay-per-view. But you know what time it is, y'all? Who's that wrestler? I'm gonna give my host here 5 wrestlers, and he's gonna try to guess who they are. Last week he didn't do too hot, so this week hopefully he can do a little bit better.
No.
Let's see how it goes, brother. Y'all know I got my little piece of paper. Got to keep it classic, dog. All right, bro, you ready? I said, are you ready?
I said yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
I guess not. Shout out to Ja Rule.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
All right, playa. Let's go. Who's that wrestler number 1? Debuted 2012 at Survivor Series.
I already know. Go ahead.
Who you got?
It's one of the Shield members.
Who do you think?
Who do I think? Well, if you gave me more hints.
First rip, who you think? I'll give you a guess.
Dean Ambrose.
Was the last entrant in the 2018 Royal Rumble.
The last entrant, 2018?
And he lost.
Dan. Was that Shinsuke Nakamura won? It's Roman Reigns.
Good job.
Dan. I
missed that theme, bro. That was hard.
The big dog would fuck up the tribal chief, by the way.
He would, easily. He didn't have nobody to fucking interfere in his matches, the big dog didn't.
He would get a train rain on him. What? Anyway. Hey, shout out to the big dog.
Yes.
The big dog.
This is my yard.
Go ahead.
Wrestler number 2, debuted in 1992, was a former Intercontinental champ.
1992?
Under a different name.
Intercontinental champion. What are the other hints? More hints? You got more hints?
I do. It's going to give it away.
Hold on. Let me guess. So, IC champ, 1992. Is this one of the Rockers?
No.
It's not Shawn Michaels.
Nope.
IC champ, is this Razor Ramon?
No.
No, because Razor, he was probably already in WCW by then. No, that's not true.
For the audio listeners, that's Izzy.
That's a barking dog right there.
She going wild, player. Last hint.
What's the last hint?
He did it for The Rock.
Oh, is this Rikishi?
Rikishi, yeah.
Rikishi.
I knew that one. Give it away. I did it for The Rock.
Quiche. Yeah, that gave it away. It's okay, though.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
By the way, Rikishi, man, you gotta come get your boys, man. Not only did they lose the title, but your other boy couldn't stop your other two boys from winning them back. So what is the point of even having three sons if they can't help each other?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw this picture on the internet. And it was like, you think the Bloodline story is done?
Mm-hmm.
And it showed like all these like little kids that were like fucking born, bro, like on the family. So I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, the bloodline is forever.
2 for 2, dog. 2 for 2. Wrestler number 3 debuted in 1994 as a jobber until he got signed by the main roster in 1998. Lost his first match, which he debuted to Nikolai Volkov via submission.
Lost his first match, you said?
Yep. He has worked in WWF, WWE, ECW, TNA, and AEW.
And you said that he is... Who the hell? Against the Iron Sheik?
Nikolai Volkov.
Oh, Nikolai Volkov, I was thinking. I don't know what. Is this Jake the Snake Roberts?
No.
Fuck. What were the promotions again?
WWF, WWE, ECW,
ECW,
TNA, and AEW.
TNA. Who the hell was in TNA? Oh, this is not Sting. No way.
This is a toughie.
He lost his first match against Nikolai Volkov. I'm just thinking of the old guard. TNA. Is this Dustin Rhodes?
Nope.
The only other person I could think of that works, AEW is kind of gives it, nothing give it away, but there's only so many names that have worked
Exactly. You got to think
that
about
long.
it. Yep.
I don't think it's Jericho. Because Jericho's been around forever.
Yeah.
And there's no way he lost to that fucking Nikolai Volkov. That's absurd. Maybe it's not absurd. Is it Chris Jericho?
No, it's not. No.
I don't know who it is.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy? Damn.
Yep.
That is wild.
Remember we went to the AEW show and he was on AEW Dark?
He was on Dark.
What the
jobbing out.
fuck?
Which, by the way, I think they're getting rid of Dark.
About damn time.
It was a good way to show off some jobbers, man.
I guess.
AEW Collision, which is a Saturday show, I think that's taking over Dark and Elevation.
Okay.
So rest in peace, Dark and Elevation.
Yeah.
I mean, they got ROH, so I guess you can put your jobbers on there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 2 for 3, dog. 2 for 3. Wrestler number 4, debuted in 1988, has wrestled in WCW, WWE, TNA, and AEW.
Oh.
Former Intercontinental Champ, Tag Team Champ. He was a Tag Team Champ in the WWE and the WCW.
Okay. WWE and WCW Tag Team Champ. Is this No BS Paul White?
No.
So it's not the Big Show. There's just only so many people that have worked. WCW Tag Team Champ, huh?
Yep. WCW, WWE, TNA, and AEW.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Anytime I watch WCW, I don't even know where the Tag Team Champions were.
Nope.
I just watched the episode, I think, the week before David Arquette won the world title. And those Tag Team Championships are nowhere to be found.
No.
I think at some point Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were Tag Team Champions. And Booker T and Stevie Ray, of course. Who has worked in AEW, WC? I mean, you didn't say TNA, so it's not Sting.
No, I did say TNA.
You did say TNA?
Yeah, WCW, WWE,
WWE,
TNA,
TNA
and AEW.
Is it Sting?
Nope.
Fuck. Damn. Who could this be? This is tough. I just can't think of anybody that was. I just can't think of any tag teams in. I mean, unless it's somebody like Billy Kidman. It's Billy Kidman.
I know. Billy, for those who don't know, Billy Kidman theme is hard.
It goes stupid. You can run if you want to, but you can't hide. Shouts out to my boy Amir. He loves that song. I shout him out every week. Damn, dude. I give up. I don't have a guess. Who is it?
Goldust.
Oh, I guessed Dustin Rhodes. Damn.
I couldn't tell you that though. I couldn't tell you. Hey.
I just escaped my mind. Who was he tag team champs with? You don't know?
No idea.
You don't. You should probably bring that up too.
Yeah. No idea.
Damn. Doesn't do enough research, man.
Nope.
You got one more.
2 for 4, dog. Wrestler number 5 debuted in 1988. Wrestled on ECW. He was an ECW original. WWF and TNA. Was a hardcore legend.
Okay.
He was the ECW and TNA world champ.
Huh? Oh, Mick Foley.
Eh.
Mick Foley was never world champ. What am I talking about? Interesting. ECW hardcore.
Every time I think of Mick Foley and TNA, I think of him and Ric Flair's terrible match.
Gosh.
I saw something online the other day. It was like when your two drunk uncles are pissed off of each other at a family reunion. It was them two going at each other.
That was incredibly awful. That was rough. Okay.
Those are the rough days of TNA, man.
TNA is like a fucking cockroach. Like, they will never die.
Literally, they'll always be around.
They try their darndest to not be around.
They were hard for a minute. We can't sleep on them, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean TNA was the place to be for a while, but they're just going through a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, you said TNA and ECW champion?
Yep, ECW and TNA world champ. He was a hardcore legend. ECW original.
Is this Rob Van Dam? No.
Nope.
I feel like you've asked me Tommy Dreamer before on this show.
Yep.
And this is not the answer.
Nope. You're in the same area. You're in the same realm, bro.
It's just that who was TNA world champion, a hardcore legend? ECW champion. But Taz has never won the TNA championship. I don't want to guess that because I think that's wrong.
It's on the tip of your tongue. I can feel it.
Hardcore legends. So I'm trying to think of like EV 2.0, which was Rhino, Tommy Dreamer. I think RVD, potentially Mick Foley.
You're missing somebody
Sabu.
important.
Sandman? Did I say Sandman?
No.
Is it the Sandman?
No.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, he was never TNA world champion. I can't think of any TNA world champions. It's like I forgot them all.
You're missing somebody really important.
TNA world champion. Very important world champion. Tommy Dreamer. Taz. The Sandman. Rhino.
I keep thinking you're going to say it.
I'm not. Man, I don't want to give up because I feel like I'm getting there. ECW Extreme. I already said Sabu. Right?
Yep, you said Sabu.
Is it Sabu?
Nope.
Damn it. Wait, I don't want to give up.
I'm not making you.
Fuck. This is riveting content, I'm sure, for the people listening.
Well, you're going to figure it out. I believe in you.
No, I don't think I'm going to. I could go through like the whole ECW roster. I would have to like look it up. Hardcore legend. Is this? No, but he was. It's just that the TNA world champions and ECW world champions. I just don't feel like there's that many. Unless like Matt Hardy. Nope. Probably. I give up. I have no idea. I'm gonna feel so stupid when you tell me.
Raven.
Oh no, Raven's flock. Damn it, dude.
Yep.
Raven is a genius in wrestling.
Bro, that dude is fucking hardcore too, man.
Damn it, dude. I don't know. I probably was never gonna get there.
You started strong and then you went 2 for 5. That concludes this episode of Who's That Wrestler? Couldn't tell you which one it is because there's been a lot of them. Thank you for tuning in.
And that also concludes this episode of the Midwest Midcard podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you are listening all the way through, well, thank you. We are on YouTube, of course. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Google Podcasts. If you want to listen to us on Podbean, you can. If you want to go to Spotify, we are on Spotify. Literally every place that you can think of that has podcasts, we are there.
Follow us on TikTok, y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all want to see some really good content, some quality content, follow us on TikTok at Midwest Midcard. Blow us up. Follow us. Like us.
Blow us up.
Blow us.
Muhammad
Hassan. Vince McMahon.
Just kidding.
Limo. Please follow us. You can find me on any social media at grownassbaby26.
Yeah.
I'm there. Holla, playa. Live, laugh, love, and wrestling, y'all.
Yeah, and I am Eric Carlos 97 on most social medias. Don't follow me on anything, please. I would rather you just follow the Midwest Midcard.
That too, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just leave me alone. By the way,
leave me alone.
Yeah, my objective with this is that you all leave me alone. I never have to talk to anybody. But if you're listening, thank you so much for listening, which I already said, and we will see you next week. Adrenaline in my soul. Do it all to get him off their feet. Crowd is here, about to blow. Right for me to start the show.
We're back.
I'll wait for you to put this on before I continue. I need to remember to cut this out.
Yeah.
My father said when I was younger, oh, no, you know, give it all away.